Hi, today we're going to talk about another darker card of the tarot. Today we're talking about the Ten of Wands. I am really enjoying this series so far. I would love to hear your thoughts on this series so far. And with this series, I mean both the entirety of Tarot October as well as this series in particular of the darker cards of the tarot. But I have just been enjoying it so much, and after this one I only have one more darker card to cover that I find interesting. So the Ten of Wands, one keyword that often comes with this card is burdens, but that is not the entirety of this card, and that is something that I pretty much recently learned. So you can definitely see that they have some pressure on them. The card meanings are basically pressure, carrying your weight, hard work, determination, rising to a challenge. And one keyword that I recently learned is delegation. And we'll get to that when we go to look at the other cards that I want to show you that also have the Ten of Wands, of course. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying. So when it's in reverse, it indicates being overburdened, taking on too much, struggling, and being overworked. The astrological correspondence to the Ten of Wands is Saturn in Sagittarius. So Saturn is the planet of limitations and restrictions, and it reigns in everything it touches. So here it burdens the happy and lucky Sagittarius with baggage that's bound to weigh him down and slow his forward motion and progress. Now, listen, I said slow his forward motion, not stop it. So where Sagittarius is usually very adventurous and loves to meet new people and explore new philosophies, in this card we see how Saturn brings the weight of the world with his rulership over Sagittarius. So unfulfilled hopes weigh heavily, and the person might be carrying the burden of manifesting their dreams and ideas. A quote that I found in my tarot and astrology book is, for anyone who's unfamiliar with Saturn's limits and restrictions, the weight of responsibility can certainly seem oppressive. So I found that to be a very interesting quote for this card. Now let's look at the numerology and elements. So like in the Ten of Swords, the 10 shows completion of a cycle and the start of a new one. It's the accumulation of the element. So in the suit of Wands, it is connected to the element of fire, which can be inspirational, creative, as well as destructive. So for the Ten of Wands, we see an accumulation of tasks that can ultimately feel destructive. So now I want to look at the other cards because we can get some interesting interpretations here. First of all, here we have the pretty much copy of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is from my Modern Witch Tarot deck. Pretty much the same. It is very heavy work. You can't see their face, so you don't know how they are feeling. That is kind of up to interpretation and up to whatever other cards you are pulling with it. Then I want to show you the light seers one. There is still a hard task ahead. Like they have already walked a long way, and it looks like there's still a long way to go. But here they are not doing it alone. They are delegating their task, which is why I really liked the keyword delegation, that you don't have to do all the hard work by yourself. You can find some way to delegate it in whatever way that you can. Maybe just reach out for help in any way that you can. But that is kind of what I really liked about this card, and I only recently got this deck, so that is something that I only recently started associating with the Ten of Wands, but I really wanted to talk about that in this video. Now we have the Muse Tarot, and you can also see the delegation here. Like they are still carrying a lot of weight, but they're not doing it all by themselves, because here they have all this help and they have delegated whatever the task is to these animals. And then we have the Magical Dogs Tarot, and you can see here, like, even though it's a lot of work, you can see that they are determined. The dog is determined to finish the task, and maybe it's like not super easy. There are some rocks here that can kind of prevent them from getting them to the dog village as easily, but he knows what he's doing it for, and he's happy to do the hard work because he knows that he's providing for his loved ones. And I also really like that interpretation of this card. So now I would love to hear your thoughts and your interpretations of the 10 of Wands in the comments down below. If you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. And if you like videos on tarot, you definitely subscribe to this channel, because that's pretty much all that I do. And I would love to have you here. I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.